Hello friend, welcome back. In our previous video, I have discussed about that user profile and the change password option, right? So now in this video, I'm going to discuss about one of the most important part, that is a forget password. So here if you click as a forget password, this Laravel will automatically created another page for the forget password. So if you go to our file, into the file, as I told you friend, when you install the Laravel default authentication system into the Fortify, here you can see there is a change password and password, the reset user password. So every file is on here. So now I want to reset this password with using that email. That means you can see there is email, password, reset link. So here you have to add your email address, right? So right now that is my email address. So right now I want to create another password. So here if you want to do that work, you have to go to your env file. That means the .env file. And with the .env file, if you go, then here I have already discussed about that things with you. There is our connection, and then you can see there is actually the mail trap. That means the mail, all that option is on here. Okay friend, so by default Laravel actually using that mailtrap.io. So right now I want to use it. So better I copy it, and if you go to that mailtrap.io, so friend, here that is actually one of the fake SMTP testing. Okay, so from here you can actually test it. So I have already one of the account. So right now I want to use this account. So here if you don't have any account, it's totally free. Just sign up one of the account, then automatically you'll get this type of one of the free account. Okay, so right now I want to actually use this. If you go to that when you actually logging perfectly, then you can actually use this inboxes. Into the inboxes you can see there is a demo inbox. So if you click on demo inbox, and with the demo inbox here, all that your SMTP details. Okay, that means all SMTP setting you can see. So into the SMTP setting, there is actually provided one of the host name, which is already added by default in Laravel. You can see that is actually the mail host as SMTP and the mailtrap.io. Okay, and also there is a port, as you can use the 24, you can use that 465 and the 2525. So right now by default they are actually using that 2525. Okay, and also you have to add that username and the password. So right now I want to use this username. I copy it, and to the username here I want to update that username, and also I want to use that password. I copy it, and now here I want to use that password. Okay friend, so that here you have to use that username and the password. And after that here you don't need to do anything, but one things you have to update, that is our app URL. So right now I am actually using this app URL. So here if you use that, then it's not will be work. Okay, so for the reasons here I make it right now as a clean. And now if you click as a save all, so as I told you friend, when you update anything into the .env file, make that sure you run your server again. Okay, so here, so that is our server is now running. I want to actually close it. And also here I have created some of the files. So right now we don't need this. I close it. So now I want to run our CMD again, and I want to run our server as a PHP artisan serve. Click as a enter. So our server, that means deploy server, that means our development server is now running, right? So now let's check this out. So here I have updated that all that our username, password and SMTP details. So here I have already updated everything, right? So now if you go in your project, if you click as a go back, I refresh it again, I refresh it, click as a login. So right now for our admin @gmail.com, I have already put one of the password as Udemy 123456, right? So now if you click as a login, so now you can see I can actually access that login. So now I want to actually change it. Click as a logout. So some of the reason I forget this password. So now go to here. So that is our email address, right? So now I want to make it as a forget password. And now here I want to put my email address. So that is the email address I want to actually reset on my password. So here that is email address. Now click as a email password reset link. Click on here. So now you can see it's now showing as a cannot send message without sender address. That means here you can see that will mail from the address. That means where exactly you want to, for now education purpose I want to use one of the email as a info easylearning.bd.com. okay, so this type of one of the from mail I want to use it on here. And now let's do that again. Click the save all. So right now I want to close our server and run our server again as a cmd, and then php artisan serve. Our server is now running. Now go back, and I click the go back, click the refresh. So that is our email address. Now I want to add as a forget password link, and that is our email address. Now send in password reset link. Click on here. Yes, now you can see friend, it's now showing as a we have emailed your password reset link. That means right now if you open your inbox, yes, you can see friend, they have also one of the email is now coming up, that is our reset password notification. So if you open it, and you can see that's actually showing as a to@admin@gmail.com, right? So that is one of our email address. That means our this email address, whatever the email address I put for the reset password, automatically it send that email to a specific this email address, right? And also you can see that is the email. So here they have also one of the button as a reset password. So if you click as a reset password, now it's redirected to your project. So that is our project, right? So into the project you can see it's now created one of the generated one of the token ID, and also it's display one of the message that means this password reset link will expire in 60 minutes. So automatically Laravel actually provided all that your system details. So here you don't need to do anything. And if you go to your host, that means right now I am reset this password for our this admin. If you now click as a browse, and here you can see there is also one of the option for the remember token. You can see that is right now as a null. So right now I want to reset it. Like here, if you input your email address, and that is our email address is appropriate. Now I want to create another new password, and I name it as udemy12345 again, as udemy12345. Okay, now I want to reset my password. Click as a reset password. Yes, you can see your password has been reset. So if you now put your old password as udemy123456, now click as a login. Yes, you can see it's now showing our information. That means it's not matched. So that means it's successfully updated our password. If you now click as udemy12345, now click as a login. Yeah, right now you can actually able to log in, right? I hope friend you can well understand about it. So how can actually reset your password with using our this mail trap, that means a mail trap. And here if you open it, now you can see friend, it's now actually created one of the remember token. So that is the remember token is now added for a specific this email address, right? So that is actually our email address. I hope it's very much clear to you. So how can reset your password? It should be very much clear to you. So right now if you log in, if you click on the log out, so from here if you log in, there is another option for the forget password. So how can dealing with the forget password? I think it should be very much clear to you. So next video I want to discuss about another things, like if you go to our database, and for the email address there is also one of the option for the email verified at. That means I didn't actually verify this email, right? So if you want to add this type of one of the condition when any user create another registration, if you want to verify that email address, how can verify this email address? In our next video I will show you that things with a live example. So thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next video.